Shalom, and welcome to another installment of Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right now, as you can see, or not see, that Elder Ryan Lab is not on my left-hand side. Neither is Gabar here or the director. Gabar and Ryan Lab is in Texas for the week. And Lord willing, they'll be back at the end of this week. Today's date is November the 4th, 2012. Today's topic is entitled Hurricane Sandy, a sign of things to come. I don't know if you've been watching the news. I'm pretty sure you people out there been watching the news. Whether you're in the West Coast, the Midwest, the South, but mainly in the Northeast, people really felt it. This hurricane known as Hurricane Sandy, really beat the hell out of the northern East Coast and devastated places like New York City, Manhattan mainly. Some of the outer boroughs, Staten Island pretty much got devastated. Atlantic City, Jersey always gets jacked up. Parts of Long Island, certain parts of the beginning of the state of Connecticut. And we didn't even get a chance to do the show on Saturday, which was yesterday, the 3rd. We didn't even get a chance to go out, but some of the other brothers had went out and had spoken because we got caught up in this thing where they had gas lines that was so long. The cars, you had maybe like 100, 150 cars lined up waiting for gas, and most of the gas stations were closed. They either ran out of gas, they didn't have power to pump the gas that they had in their tank. So basically, myself, I had to go out of state. Well, I had to have a brother bring down a 5-gallon gas tank, filled up with gas. He put it in my car. I had some gas to drive around in, but I used that gas to go up out of state to fill up, my vehicle. So I can have it, during the week, because I worked. Wednesday really was when they started having these gas lines. Tuesday, nobody worked. Everybody pretty much stayed home. But Wednesday, there were gas lines and traffic like crazy when I did my route. And basically, I, was down to almost E. But the Lord worked it where I was able to, going to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I had to think about this coming week, which is, the 5th and so forth, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm hoping that everything gets straightened out and the gas stations get their power back, because it affected everybody. But mostly it affected these Edomites, where these Edomites lived in their nice houses. I mean, they really got jacked up. One place they got totally jacked up was a place called Breezy Point, and what happened was this hurricane caused major fires to take place, gas main breaks, and basically not only did they get hit with that hurricane, but they got burnt out. And if you check out the news, Breezy Point, about a month ago, a tornado hit Breezy Point. Now, Breezy Point, the people that mostly live there are police officers and firemen. That's the bulk of the population of that area called Breezy Point. And I believe that was also the place where that plane hit. I forget I don't know if it was Flight 82, but that was about a month and a half after 9/11 took place. When the towers came down, there was a plane leaving, I believe it was LaGuardia Airport, and going to Santo Domingo, and the plane just went down and jacked up parts of the area of Breezy Point, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't Breezy Point, it was near Breezy Point. But the Most High just don't like cops and firemen, all right, for some reason. I mean, we know why, because they're a bunch of damn devils. They do the bidding of the illuminated ones. But anyway, like I said, the title of this show is Hurricane Sandy, a sign of things to come. Most of these people didn't prepare for this hurricane, and they got caught out there. They didn't fill up their tanks. They didn't get the sufficient amount of water or food, and people started losing it. There were certain lines, like I refused to get on some long ass line where you had 100 and something cars and sit there for 2 hours. So I did the right thing in going out of state. Where out of state, like I said, this particular gas station I went to, there was no lines. I was in and out in like 5 minutes, me and a couple of other brothers, because we all gassed up at the same place. Then I told another brother the next day, because he was almost on E and he has a big truck, and I led him up to where I was at, and he was able to fill his tank up. So the Most High, blessed us, and that everything went smoothly. But Esau got jacked up. A lot of these Jakes got jacked up. There was one news clip, and I might put it up, where I think they didn't show that it was a black one, but you can clearly see, based upon the scenario, that had to be a black woman in her SUV with two children, I think a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And the tornado got so bad that she pulled the car over and went to a nearby house and knocked on the door, and the cracker male refused to let her in. And she was so desperate that she went to the back of the house and took a brick and tried to break herself in, but the guy didn't let her in. What wound up happening was she lost the 2 kids in that flood. And I believe the police found the 2 children later that day. And later, it was on CNN, reporters that went to the guy's house, and the guy was basically saying nobody came to his house. There was a man that came to his house, but he didn't want to come in. And you can clearly see that this devil was lying. So this devil's not going to help you, man. The devil's going to be the devil until the very end. Racism is alive and alive in America. All right. Now I just want to go to some scriptures. I put together a bunch of scriptures on the hurricane and the whirlwinds that's found in the scriptures, but I'm not going to get to all those scriptures because there's so many of them. But I'm going to get to some main scriptures that I wanted to get to. But mainly, we know, ones of us in the know, the elect. I keep saying the elect, not black people like degenerate Johannes says, but I'm talking about the elect. The elect are woken up to what's going on. The elect know about the mark of the beast being a chip. The elect know that this hurricane is just the beginning, and far more worse things are going to come in this society called America, which we know as is Babylon the Great. So I'm just going to go into these scriptures. The first scripture I want to go to is